order the regularly scheduled board meeting for the Village of Midlothian on July 26, 2017 at 7 p.m. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavey. Trustee Crowley.
Here.
Trustee Gillis. Trustee Ivan.
Here.
Trustee Killey. Trustee
Here.
Price.
Here.
Either one works.
Mayor LaRue.
Here.
You have a quorum.
At this time, will we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and can we please have a moment of silence tonight for the Abraham family and the Luby family for the sudden passing of Jim Abraham.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Is there any members of any village commissions or committees here tonight?
Joyce Holtzy and Rita Sarah for the friends of the library.
Chief Arteki, Community Policing, Safety Committee, and Beautification Committee. I can space that for a minute there.
Liberal arts.
George Doden, Midlothian VFW, Midlothian Collegiate, and Veterans Committee.
So then I won't ask if there's anyone here from any local organizations in it. I think George is friend of the library. Thank you all for coming. At this time, I will open the floor to public comment. If you would like to be made a matter of public record, please state your name and address. Who's first? Valerie Weisman.
Sure, why not? Valerie Weiskirk, Midlothian and Skokie. The risk to the members of this board is that as I continue to travel back and forth between Midlothian and Skokie, the imagination that I've had here in Midlothian starts expanding. And then I need an outlet, and this obviously would be one of those great outlets. And while I was up there these past couple of days helping out someone cleaning their house and getting rid of things they didn't need, I came across something that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention because I thought even though it's outdated, it was kind of apropos for where I wanted to head with my conversation tonight. It happens to be a 2007 and a 2008 buyer's guide. It's basically modeled off of, if you'll remember those entertainment books, you'd pay $25 and you'd get discounts at restaurants. This is similar, but this one actually is Chicagoland's Path to Living Green. And I kind of started editing it, saying Midlothian's Path to, Living Green Ready, and, I was messing with it. So I did want to give this book to you tonight, but also in connection with one other thing. I did hear on public record that we are going to have a newsletter that comes from Village Hall. And what I'd like to do is go ahead tonight and finally put some money where my mouth is. And if I am correct, I will be the first person to actually put money forth from outside of the village to go ahead and pay for the newsletter. What I'd like to ask for your consideration would be this, and I wrote it down so you guys got it on a note. I would like this $50 to go ahead and pay for a page that promotes all the local businesses equally. And my own inspiration as I was taking the train ride was, I know on our website we have the list, so I would think it's fairly easy to print the list similar to the website, but somebody has to pay for it. So I thought to myself, for all the years I begged and pleaded to have this publication, the least I could do now that you did promise that we're going to have one, is that this evening I would like to put forth the first contribution to that newsletter in some direction, as I said, to promote the local businesses as you guys see fit. And I would also put to you the Chamber of Commerce. This would be a great opportunity for them because I haven't seen a business directory out of them for years. Perhaps they can join with the village and pay the village some money to go ahead and have their members listed a little offset. Maybe with bolding and asterisk. The newspaper classifieds used to do that all the time, where bolding was $1, italics was $1. Those dollars add up. They do. So small as my $50 is in the total cost, I'm kind of getting a kick out of the idea that yes, I would like to be that first person who does put the money from the outside into the newsletter with the intent of having you guys be successful with it. So if I may, I'm going to give it to the treasurer.
We really, really appreciate this sentiment, but I don't think we can make that transaction at a board meeting.
Why would you not be able to? It is as simple as this would be the receipt, and this would be the proof of the money coming across.
Can we do it normal business hours at front office?
I'm sorry?
Can we do it at normal business hours in the front? I'm not sure how we would,
That's up to the treasurer. There's certainly no law that says you can't make a contribution.
Our vault's
Thank you. So how are,
closed.
okay, and that's fine too then.
Vault's closed, so I don't like to have any money.
So what's the solution? How do I go ahead and succeed at, fulfilling this direction?
I'm going to have a success experience.
What-
And the vault's closed, so I do not, we do not.
Tomorrow morning, as Mayor
Oh,
LaRue said?
tomorrow morning is perfect, as long as it's, yes, absolutely valid.
Then Treasurer Britton, I will be seeing you tomorrow morning, and my intent will be then to go ahead and drop this off, and I still notified the board at least the note of what I expect, please, my dollars to be used for. Local businesses, across the board kind of promotion, so thank you.
thank you so much. Carol?
On 7/20/17, Thursday, I called the police. There was flooding in front of the house by the corner of the fence. It was 7:38 a.m. There was a puddle and our ground was flooded, close to the foundation wall. The officer saw the flooding. He mentioned getting Public Works Department over to help. I told him, as it keeps raining, it will probably get worse. At 8:01 a.m., our landscaping in front started to flood. Also, puddles and flooding started near the air conditioning unit outside near the slanted driveway next door. The Public Works Department showed up. They cleaned off the sewer that is in the street next door. On 3/21/17, William D. Simone redirected the water flow next door when the sump pump got repaired. On 3/21/17, William D. Simone tried to redirect the water flow next door when the gutters were turned to her own property. William D. Simone needs to redirect the water flow next door from the driveway to their own property. In your plans to redirect the water flow from the driveway next door to her own property, you have already learned she disrespected a police officer on 6/15/17 by removing the drain tray right in front of him in pouring down rain when he just asked her for permission to adjust it properly to drain in her yard. In doing this, she might undo the other work you have done. What is to stop her from putting her gutters the way they were? What is to stop her from pulling apart the piping you had put on the sump pump? If you get the paving done accordingly, it should not matter if she disrespects the work you have done.
I think the proper thing would be, if you see the neighbor do that, then please call our building department right away, and it'll get addressed, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone else?
Hi, Joyce Holstein. I have 3 things to mention. I'd like to know, is the new water tower working now?
No.
No, not yet. Okay. And the post office, what's going on about the post office? I see that the dumpster is gone.
Trustee Price and I met with Congressman Rush's deputy director, the postmaster, and 2 other postal service employees. There's major structural damage. They're believe they can get it back up and running by January, but that was optimistic. There's I'm an electrician by trade, not a construction roofer, but they tell me that there's 5. It's an arch roof truss. There's 5 main large beams. 3 of them are cracked, and they're afraid that it'll eventually just collapse the walls and roof. So there's major structural work to be done. The meeting that we held was trying to provide them with a temporary in-town site for the holiday rush. So that's where it stands. We're hoping January.
And we did provide them with information. I contacted a broker with an alternative site. It would only be for the carriers, it would not be for the public to go in. I did, one of the individuals from the post office did respond and thank me for the information. I did reach out to, I think his name is Mr. Foscaldo. He gave me his cell phone. I called him, left a message just to make sure that there was nothing else we could do on their behalf. He didn't return my phone call. So we've done what we can do. It's in their hands.
Okay, and the last thing I want to mention is I went on the garden walk, and it was very, very nice. Unfortunately, there was not a lot of promotion for the garden walk, so a lot of people didn't know about it, but it was really nice, and I appreciate the village having something like that.
Thank you.
It was, I went on it, I don't plant, I don't garden, but I went on it, and I was very impressed with the properties in town and the work that the residents put into their properties. It was very impressive. Anyone else? Seeing as there are no further public comments, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Are we looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda? On tonight's consent agenda is approval of the June 14, 2017 board meeting minutes, approval of the list of bills, approval of the June 2017 treasurer's report, approval of the June 2017 department reports, including building, fire, health, police, and public works.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
I never received, so I think I want to move to have item number 4 removed. I did not receive any of the department reports. The only department report that I received was the treasurer's report, but I don't have.
Merge packet? Yeah. Was it the merge packet?
Was there a packet?
Yeah, there was a packet.
Okay,
There's a second attachment with these.
okay, well, I've been under the weather, I apologize. Okay, my error, I'm sorry.
I will make a note with a comment also that trustee Price noted some changes to the minutes for June 14th, so I did send the board a copy of that today.
Okay, I had some revisions.
Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Ivan.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Killy. Aye. Trustee Price.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We will move on to trustee business. Trustee Price.
Just a couple updates. I did receive an email from Jim Europe at the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, and he wanted more information on all 4 of our grant applications that were submitted for the green infrastructure projects. So I submitted all of that additional information to him this week. And again, I've been on the hunt for some additional grant opportunities. I'll keep the board posted. And tomorrow at 2 p.m. is our monthly Rain Ready steering committee meeting, and that's all I have this evening.
Thank you. Trustee Ed. Trustee Ed.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make the motions for approval of the finance administration job descriptions and the associated workers insurance.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
You know, I just had an opportunity to print these, and these org charts still have some errors.
That I'm aware of, but
I just printed this. Community development is still not on the org chart.
no committees are on the org chart. It's
It's not a committee. That's my department.
a department.
Yeah, that's my department.
The trustee liaison, community development.
It's a department.
Yeah, it's not on,
Department of One.
Okay.
yeah, Department of One, Community Development / Economic Development.
So that would fall under the president's org chart,
Well,
right?
I think it should
And the trustee.
It should probably be on both of them because it's a department. It won't only be me, but there's a lot that goes on under community
Well,
development.
the org chart reflects the change in administration and finance. So the rest of the org chart for the whole rest of the village has not been developed yet, like the police department and
and like the committees are all listed on there either, or the commissions. So it's mostly how finance administration interact with the deputy clerk. Basically, it's my department.
Okay, well, then I guess
There will be another org chart that.
Yes, it's a work in
That's
progress.
different departments.
Yes, we're gonna try to fill it all out, like the police department is, I believe they're working on a work chart right now. John has started work with, building department, for job descriptions and, a work chart development as well.
I guess I'm still of the opinion on these two org charts that it should still have community/economic development.
Otherwise, we have no department.
Yeah, otherwise,
We can amend it as,
Look at that on the page.
yeah.
And then on space.
okay, and then the other, there's still, it says here, this is on the village clerk, it should be deputy clerk/executive assistant.
All right, well, here we are walking Brittany's closet.
Well, standing.
All right, grab that one too.
Okay, I believe that's. I believe that's all I found. Thank you.
So you'll amend your motion to,
To correct the
correct.
spelling on assistant and to add the department,
community
which I
development.
didn't know was a department. I thought it was a committee.
And you'll amend your second. Trustee Crowe, you seconded?
Yes.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Iden.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Kilby. Aye. Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, I'd like to make the motion for approval of providing team building for the administration team, not to exceed $2,650.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Iden.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Kilby.
Aye.
Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, I'd like to make the motion for approval of the confidentiality policy.
I'll make the motion.
Or you'll second.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll second. Still in a fog here.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Iden.
Aye.
Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Kilby.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I'd like to make the motion to approve, to extend a verbal offer of employment to the part-time clerk candidate.
A motion is a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Iden.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Kilby. Aye. Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I'd like to make then the motion for approval for salary increase for the treasurer as a result of change in job and duties.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Whoever seconds.
Trustee Iden.
Aye.
Trustee Kilby.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, this morning, I handed out, we had a wellness event, I handed out, $25 gift cards to the winners. Cheryl Libb, Jerry Visage, Brad Tobias, and Anthony Valentine. So, oh, and Trustee Christ picked the winner, so. They were well received, and we did have a good turnout for the event, so thank you very much. Looking forward to next year. That ends my business.
thank you. And can we, before mindfully go back to Trustee Gillis's section, there is a couple things that we need to approve tonight. Okay? Okay.
Sure.
So I will be looking for a motion to approve the expenditure to fix the brake system on ambulance 2712, not to exceed $44,487.34.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Iden.
Aye.
Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Kilby.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And I will be looking for a motion to approve the amendment, the ordinance amending Chapter 227, ambulance service and fees of Title 3, Departments of the Village Code of the Village of Midlothian.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Ivan.
Aye.
Trustee Kilroy. Aye. Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. I'll let you update this. It's been a bad few months for the fire department vehicles. Trustee Kilroy.
I'll be giving department reports, Mayor.
Sure.
Okay, let's do Public Works. This is the June report for Public Works and the street department trimmed trees that they're still trying to catch up with the 2016 trim requests. So they have a lot of trim requests. Obviously, they're filling potholes, they're doing sod restorations, mowing and grass cutting, the fleet maintenance for Public Works and the police department vehicles are being serviced and repaired. As you all know, they do the flood control and creek maintenance, keep the creeks and storm sewers clear as much as possible. Water and sewer, there were 8 shutoffs, there were no B-box digs, the water service shutoffs, turn-ons, miscellaneous issues with meters was 6. Water main breaks, there was one on June 5th at 145-23 Hamlin. That was a 4-inch main that we took care of. Sewer, manhole maintenance, sewer basin repairs was at 145th and LaPorte and 145th and Turner. And the rest of it, I'll leave it to our department head and village engineer. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Crowley.
Mayor, I'd be looking for I'll be making a motion to approve the revisions to the IGA between Calcom and the Village of Midlothian.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Ivan.
Aye.
Trustee Kilroy. Aye. Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Second, we'll be having our Calcom updates. Chief Delaney, can you take that one?
Yes, everything's substantially better. We only had 2 complaints over the last, 3 weeks, because we didn't have a meeting last week. There was 1 in fire, 1 in police. 1 in fire still is a radio issue, and I guess Chi-County resorted to, they're going to be reprogramming their portable radios, because I think it might be a programming issue. But it was only 1 complaint on that. From police, they responded to a crash. They were on scene. Good response time, but 1 person on scene complained that they had called 911 and it kept ringing and ringing and ringing. Being that the cellular calls, we still have 1 outstanding one that would report to Calcom, and that is Verizon.
Right.
It could have went to county and it could have also went to Blue Island because they have 21 trunk lines there, so there's no reason that if it rings on 1 line, it's going to default to the 2nd line, and they didn't have any record of the phone call going there, so just going to get to the bottom of it, find out which call center it went to. But the good part is it didn't affect the response time, and we still were on scene. But we're just waiting for Verizon to switch that over and get it where it goes directly to Calcom, and we don't have that issue anymore. But things have gotten substantially better, and it seems like the meetings used to go for an hour, then now they're 5-10 minutes, and we're talking about something else. So I think it's gotten a lot better.
As I said last week, very in tune with the Village of Midlothian and the needs here, and there are, and again, I forget her name, Sue.
Yes.
She said she was going to address that Verizon issue. And my last question is Chi-County being...
They weren't at the last meeting for us to ask them about where they're at with the radio and that, but our chief outliner deals with them a lot more than I do because I don't have any specific
responsive.
Things were going good till this morning. We had 2 issues this morning, so they Chi-Comm out today, and they were walking, I don't know, did they stop by you? No. Yeah. They're walking around outside, they never stopped the fire, so I don't know what they were doing here, but I'm going to get to the bottom of that tomorrow. But we have our biggest concern is our radios. Now they're saying it's the programming of radios, which I'm trying to get to the bottom of. We program the same as every other radio in our district. So ours have to change and do those. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of that, but they're working with us.
Okay.
And I think most of it seems to be on Chi-Comm rather than
Right. definitely not Calcom's always, but Sue anyways, and Mayor, then. Thank you.
As far as the IT updates, trustee Ivan and I have another meeting with Proven tomorrow. We have an agenda to go over the, getting rid of the T1 lines that we can get rid of, switching over some options they're giving us to be more cost effective with our telephone systems. We're also going to discuss some new equipment that I know we need for a new deputy clerk. And I think that's it, right? Police department updates. Chief Delaney and I last week had our first Black Watch meeting over on Laverne. There were about 25 residents there. It seemed to be very well receptive. We were there for about 2.5 hours. I think we came up with a plan to address some of their issues, and I know Chief Delaney's already implemented it. We have our second tomorrow on 153rd Street. Some residents there had some concerns with a couple properties over there, and we'll be addressing that tomorrow. But they seem to be going well. National Night Out is next Tuesday. Hopefully we can see everybody there. There's going to be a lot of fun things to do. And the only other thing we have, do you want to do it now, or do you want to do it? Okay. And that'll be it.
I really, really appreciate you two making the time to spend with those residents, and I'm sure they appreciate it, so thank you all very much. We will move on to department heads. Chief Hotwagner.
No, good news and bad news. Good news is we have all our equipment back, 27, 23. They found it to be a computer issue, they put a computer in it, it's back and running.
Which is what you said from the beginning.
Like I said from the beginning, this is amazing. So anyways, it's back, it's running, so far so good. 2753, they fixed that, there was a new engine, there was a fuel actuator they fixed. The ambulances are all back in service. And then today, the ambulance got an accident, around noon today. The new ambulance, wasn't our guy's fault. It's got damage in the bumper stuff, but we're still using it, it's in service. One of the things I wanted to bring up there's not many residents here, but we could bring up is, we need people to pull over for lights and sirens, pay attention, pull to the right. We need to get the brake to get out. And the 148 street is always terrible because we're coming off a side street and everyone's looking straight, you have to get out front here. They're not paying attention, even with the lights and sirens going, and stuff happens. So, of course, we had to stop and divert another ambulance to get there, and it takes longer for us to respond. So, if people can be vigilant of us when we're responding as well as the police, move out of the way, let us get there to our jobs. Other than that, I was going to bring up some stuff on the fire procure, if it's okay. Firefighter Ramirez here, let him talk about it since he was there. And the mayor was there. Thank you for coming. And Juan, if you want to talk about it.
Hello, Juan Ramirez, local 3148 Union President. Fire procure was for pediatric cancer. We had Jack as our honorary coach for the second year this year. The event's been going on for 8 years. It's our second year participating. Just want to thank the board and the mayor for support. We raised over $8,000 this year. A little bit less than what we raised last year, but it was still a great year. We came in second overall in the events. It was a tug of war, engine push, dodgeball tournament, a couple other events.
Jousting.
What's that?
Jousting.
Jousting. There was jousting, obstacle course. So out of 15 departments, we placed second. So I'm proud of the guys, proud of everybody who helped donate the cause. So I just want to say thank you.
And tell them what we needed to do to get first place. What we lost by?
We lost by 0.15. So.
0.15 of a second.
Yeah, 10 seconds. So
that's it.
We were
in the push to get first place. Yeah.
We lost at Orland Park. So.
You lost at Orland Park?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We Chicago.
0.15
Wow.
second. Yeah, so 15th of a second.
We did pretty good. We'll win it next year, I promise. So thank you guys for the support.
And as Chief said, I did have a chance to spend some time there watching do a couple of events, and it was very, I was very proud. You guys worked really well together. Did a little work on the tug of war. I think you got it down, and I really think you did it.
Absolutely.
You don't want that tug of war.
And not to be left out.
Some of them donated. Thank you so much. I know I've seen it.
I want to mention Sergeant Bevo in the 5-0 at the Dirty O race at Route 66, where I mean, I can't remember the number that the amount of money they raised was.
Almost 10,000.
Just under 10,000,
Under 10,000.
some change.
How much did they raise? Almost 10,000.
Not just that thing, for all of Special Olympics this year, so Cop on Top,
Yeah.
the torch run, and the event at Route 66 was almost 10,000 combined.
Just
The,
Midlothian.
the split the pot alone at the race was $14,000. Just the split the pot.
Yeah, it was a huge turnout.
It was huge, it was amazing. It was really an amazing thing to watch.
Sergeant Thibault
He took
came in a close second
Yeah.
on only 3 tires, but valiant effort.
And lost to a guy that actually races cars, so. Yeah.
Just barely,
They didn't tell us
so,
that.
just barely.
Racing gasoline.
I got a call yesterday from a friend of mine who lives in Lamont who helped on the car and said, Nana, Nana, boo boo. I told him they probably cheated and souped the car up,
Yeah, right.
whatever, so.
Mike Mechanic's already got some ideas for next year.
That you guys will next year too. So thank you guys so much. And that's for the Illinois Special Olympics.
Correct.
So thank you all so much.
I'm done, David.
I just had 3 recognitions tonight. Every year, the Alliance Against Intoxicated Motorists recognizes the top 2 DUI writers for hundreds of departments. The top 2 DUI writers for Midlothian this year were Officer Bruce Alton and Officer Matthew Kicker. So they received a certificate from the Alliance Against Intoxicated Motorists for their efforts against combating DUIs. Everyone's aware of the car burglaries and store burglaries that we had recently. So I created specialty assignments for officers for tactical patrol and start combating some of this. Officer Hotman, while working tactical patrol on 7/22 of 17, was outside the liquor store, recognized that a car that pulled up and the business was closed, and he was kind of peering into the glass and whatnot, so he developed some probable cause to stop that vehicle and ended up recovering a loaded Glock 19 9mm handgun with 15 rounds in it. So don't know if it was going to be their intent to do an armed robbery at another store or whatever, but appreciate his efforts of getting a gun and potentially a violent criminal off the street, so recognize him for his efforts as well.
Thanks. Thank you, Paul. Is that
Yes.
Superintendent DeSimone?
Briefly, Mayor, we had a pre-construction meeting at our Midlothian's newest development, which will be right by Auto. We had a very successful pre-con meeting. I want to thank Engineer Nagel for all his support in making sure that we dotted all the i's and crossed their t's prior to starting the groundbreaking. And again, it was a very, very good meeting today, very successful, so we'll be confirming probably within the next 7 days.
Excellent. Thank you. Superintendent Sperry?
Just one thing, Mayor, the IDOT project on 147th is scheduled to start probably next week. You know, it's IDOT, so you can't get a definite start time on them. And I also want to remind all the residents, we're starting to get calls already. This is not our project. This is just a project that runs through our village. So I contacted the contractor. I went to their pre-con meeting, and I got Terry Papp from D Construction. He would be the contact person if anybody has any concerns or questions. And his number is 708-906-8524. We have that information listed on our website, so I'd ask residents or village workers, anybody's got any questions, just call him directly because he'd be able to answer your questions about it. And that's it.
Thank you, sir. And this, there are resurfacing
Yeah.
on 47, and that will include the ADA
Yes.
sidewalk intersections.
Yeah.
So there's a win-win there for us.
For sure.
Thank you. Engineer Nagel?
Thank you, Mayor. A couple updates. As Mr. DeSimone said, we completed the review of right way. It's a really nice project. They're in an underground detention under the parking lot. It's an interesting way of doing it, and I think people should get a chance to see it while it's being built. It'll be real good for you. The reviewing the plans at 98% complete plans for MWRD. We're going to have our comments probably in about a week or so. The reservoir inspection is scheduled to do the second structural inspection the first week of August. We're going forward with the Jolly Home study. We're working with Trustee Crowley right now on setting up a residential meeting where we could get the input from the residents on it. We had an informal conversation with Ms. Patarello from FEMA regarding how the CRS review is going. She said everything's going smooth and she doesn't need any more info. If she needs some more info, we reached out to her, said just give us a call and we'll get it to you. That's all I got, Mayor.
Engineer Dangle, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have any idea when the Jolly Homes study will be complete?
Trustee, we need to have a residential meeting first.
Right.
Get the input from the residents, and then with that, we're gonna complete our field work. Then we had a schedule for, trustee, I think it was maybe like 2 months after that, I think. But I can get back to you in an email on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Only there's some grant opportunities out there, and so I'm just trying to get a feel for when you think this might be done, as I'm seeking out opportunities, okay?
Okay, I will send you an email on it.
Okay, great, thank you. Thank you very much.
And we are meeting with the residents of the 149th block of Kilpatrick tomorrow evening with myself and Engineer Nagel and Superintendent Sperry, and Cedric will be there, Klaus will be there, Burns and McDowell.
Well, Klaus is from Burns and
Okay.
McDowell.
So it'll be a team effort and it's, regarding their easements behind their house with the Natalie Creek project. So looking forward to that. Treasurer Britton.
Nothing to report, Mr. Mayor.
Moving on to my business, I'm looking for a motion to approve the participation in the ICSC deal-making event on September 27th, 28th, 2017 at David Pier at the cost of $600 when the invoice comes in.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Iden.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Killy. Aye. Trustee Kreis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, just some FYIs, the Midlothian Charity Golf Outing is coming up in a few short weeks, August 14th at the historic Midlothian Country Club. We are still in desperate need of golfers and hole sponsors and donations for raffle prizes. So please, whatever you can do, there's flyers up by the front window, or you can email me or call me or whoever you can to make this the best event ever. All the proceeds go to fund Lumen Area and the coffee house, local charities. Don't forget that this Friday is the grand opening of a ribbon cutting ceremony for Blueberry Hill. 9 a.m. Coffee, 9:30 ribbon cutting, and 10 a.m. breakfast. Let's see. Midlothian Park District has a back-to-school fair coming up on Saturday, August 12th from 10 to 1. What else do I have? Comcast is trying to keep us updated and informed, and want to take the opportunity to provide regarding a change to the Comcast channel lineup in the community. If anyone cares, NBC Universo HD will be made available on channel 333 as part of the digital preferred Comedy Plus Latino TV and Stardo Latino TV packages. Just thought you'd like to. Legal business?
Very quickly, the village has developed a new form for the receipt of legal documents. The purpose of the form is to make sure that any village employee who receives a notice of a legal document, service, or claim knows what to do with that form. It's designed to provide dates of receipt and what that employee did with it. There was an issue as to legal documents that were floating around the village simply because various employees did not know what to do with them. So now we can get those documents out of the clerk's, whatever department, hands and into the clerk's hands. And the form also has a section in for what the clerk should do with it with regard to either giving it to the village attorney, insurance counsel, wherever outside counsel, whoever's handling it. So hopefully that'll solve any problems that we have with any floating legal documents that we don't know we have. The other item is that there were several questions that Trustee Cadeney, Trustee Kreis brought up with regard to citizens asking about the easements. The village can't give legal advice with regard to private owners, but we did put together a form, a flyer that's on the table right there, letting individuals know who are impacted by the MWRD Natalie Creek project as to some definitions of some of the terms and some advisements as to what they should do. The number one thing with regard to those forms is talk to the district. You'll find if you call the district, they are very receptive. They completely understand that they are going to be trampling on your property, and doing major work And so they're aware that you have an interest as to what's going on. Steve Huckus is the name on there. If you call that individual, if you have any questions regarding your particular property, I found him to be very receptive and very helpful. That's it.
Attorney, did you develop the form yourself and send it to the front office?
Yes.
So when you do it, could you forward a copy to me?
Yes.
Because I received a few requests for it and I was on vacation.
Sure.
I know it's in use already, but.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
I will send it.
Thank you, sir. Clerk's business?
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
At this time, I'll be looking for a motion to adjourn to executive session for the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal excuse me, of a specific employee of the public body, or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body, or against legal counsel for the public body to determine validity, and for collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees, or the representatives or deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees.
I'll second.
No, we can review. Actually, cite you.
Second. All in favor? There will be no further action after executive session.